No, actually, I want to hear it now.
Suck a dick, suck a dick, suck a dick,
Okay,
suck a
never.
dick. You know how it goes when she got that throat.
I'm sorry.
Suck a dick, suck a dick, suck a dick, suck a dick. You know how it goes when she got that throat. Suck a dick.
And as always, go one up yourself, people.
That's the last time I let Doughboy ever. Got another topic for y'all boys. Why is it so important for people to add their input in other people's lives or give advice when no one really fucking asked for it? Like, if I didn't ask you for an advice, why the fuck do you feel the need to add your shit to it? Why is that a thing? And when people say, hey, fuck you, I didn't ask, they get offended. Why is that?
Because I think people are just trying to be nice. When you say, why the fuck? You're bothering me, I didn't ask. It's like someone holds the door open for you and they start you start yelling at them as you walk towards them. Leave me the fuck alone. I didn't ask you to hold the door. It'll be weird.
To be fair, if I'm 30 feet away from you, don't hold the damn door for me.
That's a fact. There's etiquette, and that's too far.
That is way too far.
I love to do that, and then I make eye contact like, whoa, you're taking way too long.
You give a big sigh. You look at your watch.
I don't speed up. Those people are improper etiquette. Sometimes I'm at the bottom of the staircase and somebody's holding the door. I walk at my same pace.
Oh,
I don't
Tony,
speed up.
Tony, you smeared the hell out of your camera.
My thing was flicking. It's be all right.
Your thing was flicking?
There you go. Straight. But
Dude,
no,
you don't got to wipe for your glasses? Why are you doing your
I
greasy
lost it.
fucking thumb?
I lost it.
Just lick it.
How do you live without it wearing glasses?
I don't know,
I've
bro.
got like
I have like 1,000 of these everywhere.
I've got like 20 of these things right next to me.
I got like 3 of them in the fucking car.
He only has 3. Oh, come on.
Come on. You
It
looked
actually
it.
worked though. Look at that.
Yeah.
Give us a little room on your head, please. Thank you.
Yeah. You love doing the whole thing where your head is at the top.
That, like
and you
how
look
people
like a
do it on
fucking
FaceTime.
giant, like you're taking up the whole frame. I can't
Like
stand
people
it.
on FaceTime, they got like half their head up
For
on
like
the fucking
3
screen.
episodes straight, Tony was the whole fucking frame. That shit pissed me off. I'm like, this guy looks like we're he's a fucking Viking. Like he's just massive. It's so fucking stupid.
Oh, you're gonna fucking
So
choke.
Tony, was all of our advice unsolicited right now?
Yeah, I didn't ask for any of
You
it.
never asked for any of it.
That's how that works, right? Like people, honestly though, like you guys did it in like a joking manner, not really, but not as bad as some people take it. Like people take it to an extreme to where it's like, oh, yeah, bro, you shouldn't have really talked to her like that. Like you're kind of fucked up. You're like, bitch, did I fucking ask you to fucking bring your input into something? I mean, and I think we all done it to each other in a way. I don't know about Mateo, but at least us 3 for sure, we've all added like, I remember numerous of times where Pucha be like, yo, you are bugging. And half the time in my head, I'm like, did I ask you if I was bugging? I usually would ask you, but I didn't ask you this time. But I think it's probably some of it has to do with like caring for that person. Be like, yo, like what's the nod for?
No, this shit makes no sense. If I have to tell you you're bugging, it's because you don't realize you're bugging. So why would you ask me if you're bugging? The only time someone asks if you're bugging is if you're saying something and somebody else says you're bugging. Then you start asking me, yo, so-and-so said I'm bugging. Do you think I'm bugging? It's like someone else still had to tell you that you're bugging. It's like, nah, I got to tell you.
I think
when
there's
you're
different
telling
levels.
bald chicks, why are you bald? I got to tell you, you're fucking bugging.
You're bugging right now. Now you're bugging. You're bugging.
How
I've
am I
never
bugging?
said. I just never
I
went
don't
up to
need
no
your
bald
advice.
chick.
Don't tell me how I'm bugging.
But you're gonna tell me how I'm bugging though. See, that's the bullshit.
No,
I
it's
recently-
intentional. It was called a joke, Tony.
I recently found out that when somebody goes through something, it is impolite to say that you have also been through that thing. And my whole world was shattered.
Why was your world
If
shattered?
somebody says, I had somebody who died, for you to say, oh, I also had somebody who died, and they really messed me up. And it's like people say you're making it about you, but I don't. I recently found that out. I was like, damn, I can't even relate to a nigga.
There's an aspect of it. I mean, it depends, right? It's all context.
Depends how you come at it.
Depends who you're coming at it with.
But yeah, it's like, bitch, I'm grieving. I don't want to hear about
Your grievance.
when you grieved. What the fuck that got to do with me right now?
Yeah, I mean, I've connected deeper with a lot of people in that way. It hasn't really been, like you said, maybe I guess you go about it a good way, but I've never really, like, you know what I mean? I've met people where their sibling, who's also their brother, who's also very close to them, died very, in an overdose, stuff like that. And meeting these people click on like a different level. I don't know how to describe it.
You
but
probably did it right. Some people probably don't do it right.
It's a possibility, maybe that I'm doing it tactfully and with like, but I feel like, I guess I could understand because when that guy Etika died, and
Who?
then there's a popular streamer called Etika. He threw himself off the Manhattan Bridge. He's from
Oh wow.
He's from
Damn.
Brooklyn. Yeah, and he had really bad mental illness. And that guy, what's that guy? He's a prick. That fat guy that he did the fat guy thing where he would throw tantrums. Boogie was like, I remember when I wanted to kill myself, and then people were kind of like, dude, like, this guy just died, bro. Why are you using his death to kind of like tell your story? So I get it, like, when it's done without like tact.
I think it depends on how hard someone's going.
Facts.
Like if something bad happened to me and somebody's coming at me saying, I know exactly how you feel. This is this is that. This is like, back the fuck off.
I
Like,
didn't
you
ask
coming
for
at
it.
me. Like,
Yeah.
you coming too heavy. Like, and I think with that type of stuff, you just need to be very passive. You need to naturally, like, progress. You know what I'm saying? Just, kind of passively bring up, like, yeah, like, you're going through this. When I went through a similar thing, this is how I felt. If you feel that way, it's normal, blah, blah, blah. Like, you know what I mean? Just try. But like the whole, like, I know how you feel. I know what you're going through. We're the same. All that. It's like, bitch, we ain't the same. I don't know who you are or like, you know what I mean? So I think it just depends how heavy people try to, like, go
That's
at
even
in
the
that
worst.
particular topic. But
And funerals too, they do that. The randos come up to you, be like, "Oh, sorry, how you feel, man? I've been through this too. If you need to talk," I'll be like, "Bitch, say thank you, sorry for your loss, and move forward. Why the fuck you about to give me a spiel about some dumb shit?"
I had somebody come up to me in my brother's wake and said, I wish it was you that had died. I'm like, dead ass. Like, he came
What
up
the
to me.
fuck?
And I looked at him and he's like, and I know you wished it too. And then he walked away from me and I'm like, what the fuck?
do I
is
know
this?
this motherfucker?
Who is
No,
this?
it's one of my dad's friends, some weird guy. I was like, he knew my brother. He's like, I know how you feel. I also wished it was you too. And I was like,
Yo, that nigga's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yo, if you're watching this shit, fuck you. You're a piece of shit.
I was just like astonished that I was like, this guy's a fucking weirdo. And I told my dad, I'm like, yo, you heard what he said to me? And he's like, yeah, just don't bother with him. He's crazy.
You should have instantly got one of those My Lil bracelets, Get the evil lie off you. That guy's wishing bad on you.
That
There
gave
you
me
You
go.
need
his
the
third
bracelet
eye.
to protect you. It's one of the ancient artifacts of the
there are.
Sorcerer
Palo de
Supreme.
Santo.
I don't think that you can solve most problems with violence, but that seems like a prime candidate for a problem you could have solved with violence.
I wish it was you. Word?
Yeah.
I would have
thought-
pushed the shit out of him in hope that he would walk again towards me, and then I would bring the real violence. Some would say I would have Will Smithed him.
Damn.
I feel like those people never been in a fight before.
The Will Smithers?
Which one?
The people that think Will Smith was such a piece of shit for smacking the fuck out of this guy.
I mean,
I'll smack the fuck out of somebody.
I feel like it
It's
I don't.
assault. It's like, really?
I don't.
You never
all
punched
right,
someone in the face?
I get that, right? I get that. I get that part of it. Like, but I feel like it's comedy. You're at a venue. I just don't know if that was the correct time for
No, he's
it.
not talking about that. He's talking about the physical touching somebody, like slapping them. It's not a great
Yeah.
thing.
But in backstage though, slap them in
Yeah,
front of live TV.
I'm not trying to get into a whole Will Smith tangent. I'm just saying I find it comical when people act like hitting somebody is like this crazy breach of, I don't know. Maybe I grew up like an animal.
No, I completely understand it.
Smacking somebody, talking some shit.
I definitely understand the urge. Like someone talks about your partner, there is the urge to smack him. Me personally, I don't like to commit crimes on camera.
Yeah,
So that's
true, too.
my rule.
This man's a serial killer, bro.
It was certainly stupid. It was certainly stupid. But Tony,
If the cell phone comes out, I'm not committing a crime anymore.
I put my hands in prayer like I'm a saint.
You'll end up like the guy who tried to jump on stage for fucking Dave Chappelle. Yo, why his fucking elbow was all the way out with the picture. That was the most beat up I've ever seen somebody. I was like, they stomped on him like in Don't Be a Menace when he gets flattened.
Yeah.
They're all doing the Olympic jumping on him and like
That shit was hilarious.
backflips.
That's the best.
This is why I don't have a dash cam. I don't need a dash cam recording all my driving infractions while I'm driving.
Dude, that's the main reason I haven't gotten a GoPro and like recorded my cycling, because I'm like, oh, these guys are just gonna get in my ass about this.
You should. I don't know why you don't. You should. You should do a back one and a front one. Just
A
record.
360. I'd have to get a 360 for back and forward.
No,
Get a
no,
dro-
you just
get a
get
drone
two
that follows you
GoPros.
around.
You just
But
get
here's the real
two
question.
GoPros.
Would you slap somebody for trying to give you unsolicited advice?
Depending on what advice and what's the circumstances, yes.
There are 100%. There's some advice that
There's-
someone could give you that would potentially warrant a slap. You shouldn't slap people, right? Like I don't think you can solve most problems with violence.
And honestly, slapping is the most disrespectful thing you can do to somebody, especially to a man. Like if I walk up and slap
Although-
Pucho in the face, that's
An older man, especially, that's walking with his date, especially.
Although I did say the other day that hypothetically, if you could punch hard enough, there is no problem you cannot punch your way out of. But we're talking like if you were One Punch Man or something, right?
Or Mike Tyson.
You get locked up in jail for punching someone, just punch your way out of the jail. Done. Problem solved.
Someone shoots you with a gun, just punch the bullet before it pierces you.
Mm-hmm.
Destroy
Hypothetically,
the
if you could
bullet.
punch fast enough and strong enough, you could punch your way out of every problem ever.
Jesus, what are you, Superman? Fucking A.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So, all right, here's the thing with the advice thing, though. I think some people like to give you advice with judgment. Like, almost like if the thing you did was so egregious, this is what you should have done, and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I don't even have a problem until you're talking to me about this.
Facts.
So I think in those moments, especially if you didn't do anything wrong, somebody's over here trying to put shit on you, I think it's different. I do think when you ask bald chicks why they're bald, you're the asshole, but it's just my thinking.
Yo, he hates it. He didn't realize how this could be flipped.
No, it's not about being
He's
flipped.
not happy.
I said, hey, that's I like your hairstyle. Is there a reason why you did that?
It's terrible.
That's an interesting hairstyle. What's the verbiage?
I was drunk. And I don't think I used the word interesting at all.
I will grant him that. We were drunk the entire time.
That's not an excuse. But I'm just saying, I don't think I was drunk and I don't think I used the word interesting. I don't think I was capable of saying that.
I was discussing the other day what the most passive aggressive responses / words are you can give. Interesting was one of the contenders for that. Someone sends you a long paragraph story and your response just interesting.
You know what's another one that I love to do when I'm not paying attention?
Thumbs
if
up.
I say it now, you guys are gonna catch on. I don't want to.
Like we haven't caught on to any of your other
So then
bullshit.
tell me what are my words or phrases I would say that if I'm not paying attention.
That's crazy.
That's my go-to.
That's my go-to. I'm like, wow.
That's
That's beast. Damn. My bad. That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy is my favorite one. And that sucks, right? Because like at work, some of the guys will come in, right, and they'll talk to me they'll complain about something about work, and I'm on my phone or I'm on a computer just doing it, but I'm listening. I'm like, damn, that's wild, bro, for real. And then one of them will catch on, and he listens to that podcast, so he's definitely gonna shout outs to your boy Nixon out there, but he'll stop midway of his conversation, be like, bro, you fucking listening to what I'm saying? I'll be like, yeah, what the fuck? What did I just say? I wasn't listening to anything you was saying. Nigga just walks right out of the fucking office mad as fuck. I'll be like, damn.
You said something wild and crazy.
and, bro, it's just be like, I don't know, bro. Sometimes it's like, I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, I don't like to give out too much advice on people's shit unless they ask for it. Because I just know how I feel about certain things. And, sometimes you can't help it, especially if it's your boys. Like if Pucho was beasting, I would tell Pucho, yo, you're bugging. And Pucho would probably look at me like, bitch, you're the last person to say I'm bugging. You're always bugging. Like,
you ever met somebody that overshares and then doesn't want you to say anything criticism, but they all were constantly oversharing?
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
that's
Joey.
you.
Yes, Joey.
Yeah.
That's you.
I have been on Facebook before, so yes.
That's Doughboy 1000%. Guys talking about his fucking self over here.
How many times in your life have you actually ever asked someone for advice and you wanted advice and not just someone to sign off on what you had already decided in your mind was the best course of action?
I've done it several times. Yeah.
I don't know that I ask a lot of people for advice, honestly.
Yeah.
There's been a handful of things. There's been some career advice that I've gone to, but like, I don't
You
really
asked
ask
me
people
for advice. You've asked me for advice.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you, my
I asked for advice about thumbnails and things.
No. You asked me about life advice.
Oh God.
He has. Pucho's asked me about life advice, and that changed this man's
Could you
life.
tell me a time?
The bathroom in Texas. I got you over the hump of taking shits in public restrooms. I did that.
That wasn't advice.
Yeah. Is there, I can't take a shit in these bathrooms. I'm
Yeah,
like, yo,
I also found him the cleanest bathroom available.
bitch, that bathroom had piss water this thick on the floor, my nigga.
Pucho, sign off on this. It was fit
We
for
went
Christian
to
butt
another
cheeks.
bar with all the private restrooms, right?
Yep.
Yeah, no, that bathroom was fire. The
I
first place
even
I
took
took
a
a
shit
shit
there.
in was just like a sliding door bathroom with no lock. Someone opened the door and I was like,
Like a possum. Like an opossum.
yeah, but the sounds were coming from my asshole. But
Spider butt.
no. Tony definitely helped me in that situation.
Changed his
But I
life.
certainly didn't ask you. You actually gave me unsolicited help.
You was crying like a bitch. Oh, I can't even take a shit, nigga. I'm about to shit myself.
You crying like a bitch.
I'm like,
He
bro.
wasn't
just take a
crying.
All right,
It was
tears
all the
weren't
beer,
coming.
though. We drank so much
I'm mad
beer
as fuck
that
that-
one day.
I'm mad that I didn't get there the same time as y'all. Y'all niggas had this whole episode of fun without me. I was tight.
What
forgot
ended me?
about that.
What ended me was fucking.
That food.
I can't. His name's escaping me. Fucking took me to another barbecue spot after we had already eaten hours ago. Then we drank a whole bunch, and then we went and got like these wet ass barbecue sandwiches. The second that shit hit my stomach, I stopped eating it. The shit went through me, like it dropped like a nuclear bomb straight into my anus. I couldn't take it. I had to go run and find another bathroom again. It was intense.
We need to make more Whataburger runs.
Yo, Whataburger, fire.
That's all right. I'm fine.
See, this is why you can't trust this guy. I'm sorry. He don't know nothing about Cuban sandwiches. He don't know nothing about hamburgers.
Apparently, I got a taste bud of a 7-year-old to some people out there.
Shout out to Nisha.
Unseasoned fries.
Yeah.
Unseasoned
Not even
fries.
salt.
I'm sorry that these people agree with Doughboy's bullshit. That the best
buttered
Cuban
the
sandwich,
bread.
the best Cuban sandwich is from fucking
I don't
Twin
think they
Peaks.
agreed with Doughboy. I think they disagreed with you.
If they don't agree with me,
think
they
there's
agree
a
with him.
distinction.
That's how that shit is. If you ain't on my side, you on his side. If you on his side, you're a fucking alien. 'Cause
Where do
that
me and
shit makes
Mateo
no
fall
sense.
in this?
You guys just agree that Cuban sandwiches are good from Cuban places, not from fucking Twin Peaks. But you
I've never
guys
had the one from Twin Peaks. Maybe it's the best sandwich in the house. I don't think so.
It's
I
not,
can't say that.
It was a claim that I once made. And Tony's right. It's not the greatest, but it's pretty damn good. When you got some triple D's in your face and you're like,
Oh my God.
French fry, beer.
They were in your face. Did you just call the waitress over to stand in front of you?
Yeah, no, she's like, doing stuff. And
Were you sitting at the bar?
it's a one when I did the massive amounts of cocaine, I was at the bar.
That would make a difference because they're just standing there waiting for orders, but their tits
Yeah.
are in your face.
And then I went 2 other times and I sat down uncocainated.
Did you do 3 trips there in one trip?
I have visited this establishment every time I have gone down there now. Ever since I found out about it, I'm like, all right, we're going to Twin Peaks for lunch.
Is that like a spot to do coke or something?
No,
'Cause
no,
it's the
no.
mountains, you
Coke
think
was
of
just,
snow? So
just
snowy
coke.
peaks, you just
what does it say? Scenic visuals on it. It says something about scenic tours. Yeah.
It says drinks,
So,
food, and
boom.
scenic views or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Boom. Age-gated video.
Yeah, facts. Twin Peaks is nice though. I like Twin Peaks, especially when you get a good waitress.
To get back to Mateo's question, fuck Twin Peaks, okay? To get back to Mateo's question, the only thing I think I've ever asked anybody advice for is like, where should we go eat?
Yeah.
Or like, did you guys think this edit was good? I don't know. I can't even recall a single time when I had something somewhat serious and I was like, yo, what do you think I should do? Like literally, I don't think I've had that moment in my life.
Yeah.
I think I've done it too much in my life.
But are you actually asking for advice, though, or are you asking for a cosign on a decision you had already basically made?
No, I ask questions and I talk to people about stuff and I constantly ask if I'm wrong, if what should I do. But I think it's more or less from childhood. I'm not good at managing issues. I'm not good at like fighting and like I don't do good in those areas. So sometimes I gotta ask. I'm like, yo, am I bugging? And then they're like, yeah, you're bugging.
I feel like every single time you've ever asked me for advice, we ended up arguing about the advice I gave you. I'm like,
you're
you ain't
bugging.
here for the advice.
I'm not. No, I'm not.
Those are the worst. You ask for help and then you get mad when the help comes. It's like, why you
How
ask me for help?
fucking dare you?
That's when you change your mind mid-question. It's like, no, this is now unsolicited advice. I didn't want this.
It has
Close.
become
Why
unsolicited.
Close.
do people have the need to put themselves in other people's lives?
Wow.
Now that I think about it, Pooch, every time we went to Orlando, we got drunk. you, me, and Everett, and you and Everett got into an argument or a debate, or me and you, or me and Everett, you would always ask, like, yo, what should I have done differently? You've definitely said that. You've definitely said that. 100%.
I don't think I ever asked you.
Oh, yes, you have. You have. I wish Everett was here. He would co-sign with me 100%.
That I would turn to you and say, Tony, what could I have done different about preventing an argument with my cousin that we argue with every fucking time we see each other? Nothing different could have happened.
You know what? If Everett was here, I would look at him and be like, Everett, hey, Everett, what is your take on this, Everett?
Everett.
He fucking hates when people call him Everett.
He hates Everett. He hates that shit. He'd rather be called a fucking goombog than fucking Everett. It's a joke. He doesn't like that name either.
I know, that is nuts.
You know what a goombog is, though?
No.
It's that fucking brown thing in fucking Mario.
Of course he knows what a fucking Goomba is.
Goomba? You said Goombra.
I did not.
Like
I said
some
goombog.
gulag, Goombra, some bullshit like that.
Nah.
I was positive I knew what a Goomba was until Doey said, I don't know what that is. And I was like, oh, shit. Maybe I don't know what a Goomba is.
I didn't hear what he said. I've been listening about... that Super Mario video, I've been watching that shit like crack, okay?
You're still watching it?
I've watched it several times. And then it made me go back and watch other videos and stuff.
So here's something interesting. You know, people, you know, in a lot of mafia movies, you know, people call each other Goombas.
Yes.
I feel like because Mario's Italian. You know, he's fighting Goombas. I feel like these Japanese people didn't know what the fuck they were doing, and they were just like, yeah, Italian people say Goomba. So just put that shit in there.
It's a wonder that there wasn't like just a bunch of more like stereotypical shit. There's no like spaghetti level or something.
Yeah. Swimming in the tomato pasta.
Damn.
It sounded Jamaican.
Well, yeah, that's
For
weird.
sure. There was like an island little swing to that.
But nah, yeah, I think unsolicited. That's also, you know what's funny? All these people giving opinions on shit, and you really get to see what side they are. Because there's an argument going on with somebody, you and the mutual friend, and your friend comes in, and you can see what side he's on the argument. If he's not on your side, you're automatically gonna judge him and be like, "Nah, fuck you. All your advice you're about to give me, not only it's not wanted, but it's incorrect." Because like usually in an argument, like someone's picking a side. Whether they say it's not side picking, they're picking a side just by how they're interacting with what you're saying and or telling you how to do shit. And that's unwanted as well. If you're gonna be there, give advice, be mutual. Be neutral.
You just said you can't be neutral.
Be water.
That was your point.
No,
You said you're always picking a side.
No, like you can see that sometimes. You can see that by how the way they're coming
But
out
that's
with
a
questions.
good twitch.
No, that's what I said.
Now, sometimes you said every time they come in, they're always picking a side.
I said that?
every time.
I don't think I said that.
Every time.
Did I say that, Mateo?
sometimes.
Am I bugging?
I wasn't paying attention. I was in a different world completely.
Wow, you're supposed to say, "Wow, that's interesting." You piece of shit. But again, if you lasted this long in this segment, hit the subscribe button, share, like. We're on all platforms of all type of social media, audio, video. We're on all type of shit. Google us, we'll pop up. Share us with your friends, share us with your family, share us in group messages. Make it fun. Who cares? As long as you subscribe and you like. And please keep commenting, guys. Think I got a taste buds of a 7-year-old? Awesome. Thumbs up on that shit. And for those who just write unsolicited comments that we don't care about, we'll chuck it up and laugh, but we'll delete that shit probably. Just saying.
You know what I was thinking of, Tony, when you asked me that question? I had no idea what you'd been talking about. I was thinking, what the hell am I going to do with the thumbnail on this episode? I don't even know what the title of this section is going to be. So the thumbnail is beyond me at this point.
I
I'll
wanna
come up with
give
something.
Advice that's not
A little
wanted.
inspiration.
It could
Let me
be.
give you
It could be me on the toilet, shitting my ass off, while Adam is like, "The barbecue, have the bar." It's like, I don't need your fucking advice.
Or yeah, you could put like a note, like a wanted sign, like you know how people are like, oh, like wanted help, same something like that, and be like that, but with an X mark because no one wants your fucking help in their advice or anything, you know.
It's the worst. That's not interesting
That's
at all.
unsolicited.
Just
I didn't
an
ask
X
you
on
for
a help wanted.
I didn't.
X.
I didn't ask for your comments. Yes.
Well, I'm giving it. Okay. Damn. Ain't nothing you could do to stop this.
You said you was gonna say something though.
I was, but it's very explicit, and I don't
All
know if I
right,
want to
perfect.
ruin this part. Yeah,
Yeah, don't ruin it.
I'm gonna do it after we close.
No, actually, I want to hear it now.
Suck a dick, suck a dick, suck a dick,
Okay,
suck a
never
dick. You know how it goes when she got that throat.
I'm sorry.
Suck a dick, suck a dick, suck a dick, suck a dick. You know how it goes when she got that throat. Suck a dick.
And as always, go one up yourself, people.
That's the last time I let dope ever.